Hey there guys, welcome back to Hersey Games and welcome back to the QPR career mode. It is back. I am back uploading this on YouTube. However, I am also streaming it on Twitch. Every Tuesday, I'll be streaming for the start of my stream, the QPR career mode. It's how I'm going to try and make the most of having a lack of time to film and edit. It just means I've got to find time to edit because we'll be filming it live on Twitch. So shout out to people watching on Twitch. Thank you guys for being here. Much appreciated. But we're going to jump straight into this episode. It will be clipped down and edited the same as it was on YouTube anyway. There might be every now and again something might pop up on the screen or whatever that I don't really have much control over. And obviously at times I'll be talking and interacting with the chat and you might hear me saying that in the video. But without further ado, our first game is up against West Ham. For anyone who doesn't remember the squad, this is our starting 11. Harvey Hutton, who's come from our youth system. He's doing the absolute business as our main striker. Willock, Vega as our front three behind him. Fred and De Silva at DMs. Henry, Ferro, Dickey, Bellerin in the back line and Dieng in goal. The next signing, when we do get to January, we want to replace Ferro. So anyone who's watching in the Twitch chat as well can obviously help me with trying to find a potential replacement. And also, who was just saying a second ago, DK was saying a good objective for us to do would be try and sign Eze back. That probably will look to happen next season, as I'm fairly sure we don't have the budget to buy him this season, but it's something we can consider for them. But without further ado, let's jump into our first game up against West Ham. I'll see you guys then. Okay, so we're not playing highlights or anything like that. The team's a little bit tired, so we are going to have to rotate a touch here. I'm going to bring Jimmy Dunn in. Obviously, we bring in our main man, Ozzy. We're going to have to play Field. And you know what? We're going to start Lecco. He's been a real good super sub for us during this series, but today he's going to have to be a good starting boy. So let's get him in there. I'll put Clark Salter on the bench. And I'll run with De Silva on the bench because he's not crazy tired. But that's the team up against West Ham. Let's jump into it. Hopefully we can do decent. And we'll go from there. All right, here we are. Loftus Road is chucking it down today. Absolutely chucking it down. Make sure if you guys in the chat could just let me know that you can hear the gameplay. I can't hear it through my headphones because it's playing through my Elgato, so I can't hear it. But if you guys could let me know that you can hear it, that'd be fantastic. You can. Awesome. Sweet. Good. Glad to hear it. But let's get into it. Let's try and take on West Ham. 3 points would be great. We're only a point above them at the moment. We're on 21. They're on 20. Did that say that was Griezmann? I think they had Griezmann. Well, nice. Okay. I've not played career mode in quite a while, so it will be really... I'm stressing a little bit that normally all I've done where I've played against the AI is squad battles, and I've been doing it on semi-pro just because the requirement is like minimum semi-pro, so jumping to legendary all of a sudden might be a shock to the system, but hopefully it's not too much of a crazy shock. But we get the ball here out to Vega. Going to cut inside. Nice little overlap there, sort of from De Silva, but the pass was actually terrible. That's a car outside. I hope you heard that beep. Oh, we're losing the ball in silly spots here. Really good ball through. It's going to go to Griezmann. Senny can't do it. The pass through is really nice, but the defence is absolutely abysmal. It's 1-0 to West Ham. And Antoine Griezmann, the goal scorer. I wasn't ready or expecting to say that today. But here we go. Look at this pass here. The run there's really nice, but I feel like Ferro could have done better. Senny, it's not really his best moment, but it's a goal. We're 1-0 down. Whoops. Oh, lovely tackle, but he's going to play that overlap, and Henry is so far out of position. Remember when I said that I've not played against Legendary in a hot minute? Is it becoming very evident? Because it feels very evident. Fred, come on, share, lovely stuff. Plays it out to Vega. Vega, he's getting plenty of the ball, but he's getting no luck at all here against Keira. Keira has absolutely got his number. No, this isn't good. This isn't good. Griezmann, they're laying it off. They're playing it around for fun, man. When they get that ball, they are just going up against Henry. And honestly, obviously, I think Ozzy's the quote-unquote weak link for a fullback. But here we get it to Hutton. Fairly sure Hutton is left-footed. I'm just going to have a pot shot from wide there because I'm not going to get that ball into the box otherwise. Anang, don't recognise the keeper. If anyone knows Anang as to whether he's any good or not, let me know. But that's a really good save. Not really much of an effort. Ward-Prowse, they've got a team here, you know. Ward-Prowse... They've still got Paqueta. They've signed Griezmann. West Ham are balling out here with this squad. Fair play. And then there's Anang, who I don't know, but he could be sick. Ball into Hutton. Hutton, really good turn there. Takes it past Zuma. He's going to have to turn, though. Finds Ilias. Ilias out wide here to Lecco. I've not really made the most of Lecco's pace so far. Chair inside. It's going to go to Field. Not quite who I wanted there. Easy enough for Anang. It's a good save. 40 minutes gone. And that's really, apart from the sort of half chance from Hutton, that's the best chance we've had. And it was a bit lacking, really. Henry beaten again on this little overlap. Got to make sure I don't let them pass them again. It's nearly half-time. It is half-time. Shocking first half, really, from us. 2 efforts, but one was not really much of an effort. And they had 1 effort. To be fair, we've kept their chances down, but we've not created enough. Griezmann's had their 1 chance of the game, and he found the back of the net pretty easily because of some pretty shoddy defending. I don't think there's much I can change at half-time as of yet. I think Laird coming on for Henry at some point would be good just for some fresh legs because they're attacking that side a lot. And then maybe Dexter Howe to bring on as a creative DM instead of 2 out-and-out sort of defensive ones. We'll see, man. We'll see. 69, 70 rated. Okay, so I need to test Anang. If he's going to be around 70 rated, roughly a season and a half in, we need to test him out. We need to give him some shots to deal with. And Lecco, hopefully, can do better than that next time. Pellegrini with a pretty simple tackle. You know what it is? My 2 centre-backs are so slow. Jimmy Dunn and Ferro. Like, Dickie's not rapid, but I think he's a bit quicker than Dunn. But Jimmy Dunn and Ferro, I think between them are slower than Lecco. Do you know what I mean? So that's going to be a problem. Because I think Ferro's pace is about 40. And Dunn's is maybe 42, 43. This is bad, by the way. Paqueta takes a shot. Senny with a good save. Close post. Whew. Ozzy plays it into Lecco. Lecco, I need a run from you. That's a terrible tackle. That's got to be at least a yellow for Pellegrini. That's a shocking tackle. But we're going to play it quick. I'm not going to mess about here. Field, inside. Goes to Lecco. Lecco, fuming. Absolutely fuming. Terrible display for me. Thank you so much for the follow. Alfie, welcome in, mate. I appreciate that. Alfie, this is for you. Ilias Chair. Tried it. It's going to drop to Field. Field gets it to Lecco again. Terrible. Terrible. Great interception there from Henry. Henry's going to bring it forward. Henry's not slow, by the way. Henry is pretty rapid. So getting some space in front of him is going to be fantastic. Vega inside to Hutton. Hutton takes a touch, didn't need to, but finds the back of the net. 66 minutes in, and we finally get our goal back. Hutton's going to celebrate. Hutton's having a great time. Vega, really nice run. The run from Henry was massive there. I was saying at the end of the first half that he'd really had a few issues, but bringing that ball forward, he did fantastically well. Hutton there, I just wanted him to shoot, but he took the touch, and that's not the end of the world. We're also going to make some changes here, just gone past the hour. I'm going to take off... do I take off Henry now? I'm going to take off Ferro for Clark Salter, who's obviously not massively in form. We're going to take off Captain... Oh, this is risky, you know. I'm going to take off Field for Howe, and we're going to bring on Chrissy Willock, but who for is the question. Lecco's pace can really be huge. I'm going to move Chair out wide, and I'm going to bring Willock on at cat. Actually, no, they're both in position doing that. Okay, I'll do that. Hopefully that pays out for us. One thing I might do is just swap these 2 round here. Just have Willock on the same side as Henry so we can have some passes through with the fresh legs. Changes hopefully will make a difference. Let's go. Pedraza up against him here. Great tackle from Henry. He's really stepped it up the second half. He's been so much better in the second half than he was in the first. I reckon they're going to play this in. I don't think it's going to be a short one. Thank you so much for the sub, Elliot. You cheeky boy. Intense having a mare. Hey, no worries, man. Thank you so much for the sub, buddy. I appreciate you. My defending's having a mare here, but well done, Clark, sort of getting away. Thank you, Elliot. Get some love in the chat, please, for Elliot. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ilias Chair's going to try and burst down this wing here. Plays it in. Oh, the ball to Willock was poor, but Willock's... Oh, he so nearly won it back. That could have been fantastic, but it ended up not quite being the one. I'm just going to cue some changes here. 10 minutes to go. I'm just going to get Dykes ready to come on because I did say he could play. So I'm going to bring Dykes on, but he's only going to get a few minutes provided the ball actually goes off the pitch. Much love to you, buddy. I hope the internet sorts itself. Hold on a second. Paqueta. Clark Salter couldn't get there. A bit of a weird shot, but Senny made the save. It needed to as well because it was heading into the back of the net. 10 minutes to go. Hutton's going off for Dykes because I did promise Dykes some minutes. So Dykes is going to make his way on the pitch. Fingers crossed we can stop this cross here. Oh, Van der Beek. He's going to look to the edge. He does. Plays it inside. Really simple stuff there. Jimmy Dunn doesn't get it away. Jimmy Dunn eventually gets it away. Fred, please and thank you. Let's get rid of this. We'll look on this wing here. Going to keep going. Lyndon Dykes. Lyndon Dykes. Get it up and in there. Oh, it's just behind him. I wanted it to the back post. That's where I've asked for it. I've asked for more power than I feel like has been put on that there. Ozzy not quite doing what I needed there, but does play that little fancy pass inside. Dexter Howe hasn't really had much of the ball since coming on. But now Vega back across. Dexter Howe onto his left. Dexter Howe, he doesn't get many, but he's back today. The youngster coming through the academy, getting minutes, comes on as a sub, and he finds the back of the net. It's things you love to see. I'll tell you what, we need a goal like this right now in real life. We need somebody to come in and get a late winner, because at the moment we don't have players that can do it. Dexter Howe, mate, what an absolute lad. You love to see it. Lovely bit of play. He started the attack. Ozzy played it through to him. He brought it forward into Vega. Vega plays it back on his left foot. Lovely turn. Takes it past the centre-back. Finds the back of the net. Captain, I think it's Zuma for them. Couldn't stop him. Dexter Howe Fantastic. I think that's his second goal for the club as well. That's really, really good to see. You absolutely love to see it. Surely we can see this out. There's not long left now. There it is, boys. 3 points secured. Puts us 4 points clear of West Ham, as we were only a point clear of them at the start of the game. Late drama at Loftus Road, but boy, was it worth it. Dexter Howe, you absolute hero. Have to say, Vega, I think, played a really good game. And from about the 60th minute, Henry was fantastic. Real really important part of the first goal. But yeah, well done, boys. 3 points. We'll take it. Fantastic result for us there. That puts us into 10th in the table. That's really, really good, to be fair. That's really, really good. Sitting in some pretty company here, you know. How many points are we off of Europe? We're only a couple of points off of Europe. We're sitting comfortably ahead of the bottom three right now. Leeds, Leicester, and Brighton struggling a little bit. So that's okay. We're doing all right. I think our next game is a week. It is. So I'll see you guys on the weekend. Get some recovery in the boys. Okay, going into our next game, going in with our strongest 11. So that sees De Silva start, it sees Bellerin start, and it sees Ferro start. So the main back four, it sees Dicky back in, our captain back in as well. So the main starting 11 up against Wolves. They're not playing a 5 at the back, which is great news for me. So yeah, fingers crossed we can come away with something here against Wolves. Let's go. Okay, second game of the episode today here at Molineux. Hopefully, we can come away with 3 big points. And fingers crossed, we can keep on this little run going up the table. Our plan for this season, our aim is to try and finish sort of top 8 or so. Europe would be fantastic. Top 8 would be a fantastic progression from where we were. So that's the plan, is to keep pushing on. This Wolves side, no mugs, but fingers crossed, we can come away with something. Go on, you ours. Chair on the ball here. Going to play it out wide to Willock. That's a terrible pass from me. Truly a terrible pass there from me. That's shocking. Oh, ball out wide here. Bellerin. One thing, we've said this before, Bellerin's pace is phenomenal, but his positioning at times, a little bit stinky, but he's done really well there. Won that and played a nice ball. Oh, so close. Oh, Willock does well. Nearly won it to then keep going. But the main thing is he didn't let the fullback, I think it's Schulz, I think it said there, get away from him or push down that wing. Hutton's going to keep it himself here. Pulls it onto his stronger left foot. Couldn't quite get the shot away. Tackled by the fullback coming over to cover. The Silva Fred wins the ball in the air there, of all people. Little man Fred. But yeah, a good positive start. We just need to try and get the actual shot away. Good build up though. Good defense there from Bellerin again, by the way. Fred here. Inside to Hutton. Take that touch. Oh, I just want to take it past Tulo, but it's a really good interception from the centre back. He's done really well there. Willock here, closing him down though. Keep him up here. Keep him up here. Don't let him out easy. Jose Sarr's got something to think about now. Oh, Sanderson. Poor pass from Sanderson there, the ex-QPR player as well. Willock plays it down to Hutton. Hutton going to play it out wide here. Vega going to have a shot from the angle. It's a good save from Sarr. It looked like it just clipped Sanderson, but either way, Jose Sarr had something to do, and it was a very good save indeed. Really good save. But it's thankfully for Wolves, it's not found the back of the net, but at least we got a corner out of it. Let's see if we can whip this one in there. I'm going to try a little bit of a cheeky ultimate team system there, and it didn't work out. So let's whip this back out wide to Willock. Willock plays it into Hutton. Hutton, poor. Sanderson, good tackle. Good ball out wide here. We've got Hayeo, terrible name from me there. Kochu trying to run through as well. Well done, Rob Dickey. 3 times he's won that ball back there, and yet they've still got it. Podence is going to play it. Ruben Neves, look at the space. What a save, Senny. It's not good enough, though. The second bite of the cherry is enough for Wolves to go 1-0 up. Really not good for us at all. Really poor defence. The play there, the issue, I think, is I moved Rob Dickey out the way. I followed the ball when they got it to Podence on the edge of the box, and I should have changed play. I should have gone to a DM, De Silva or Fred, and followed it. But look, I'm sprinting Dickey out there, and then look where the space is, where Dickey should have been. Really good save initially, but he does palm it straight into Hayo Kawabe, probably said that wrong, into his path. And 40 minutes gone yet again this episode. We've gone 1-0 down, boys. Not good enough. Neto bringing it forward now. Fabio Silva tries the flare, but Ferro, his Portuguese partner there, doing well enough to stop him. Hutton. Oh, that was poor from Hutton. That pass through to Chair would have set him absolutely away. Would have been 1-on-1. And instead, it's going to be a Wolves chance just before the end of the half. I don't clear it very well, but it's half-time anyway. 1-0 down at the break. Poor from me. I've really defended poorly. I've done exactly what I did in the last game, which is give away a really sloppy goal that was down to me defending terribly, which I need to stop doing. I'm defending like QPR in real life at the moment. Need to stop that because we're terrible at it. So 40 minutes gone. 40 minutes in, we conceded. 45 minutes gone, and it's still 1-0. No changes at the half. It's the best team to try and get anything from this. So I'm just going to jump in with the same team and hope that we can power through. Vega on the ball. Little step over. Going to try and take it past the fullback. Going to play a little 1-2 here. But the 1 happened, the 2 never came. Plays it here. Lovely pass into Ilias Chair. Ilias Chair going to try and play it in. never takes the pass. You can see him goes to swing for it. That's when I've asked him to pass it. Instead, he's walked it off the pitch. Willock here, going to turn, going to play it into Ilias. Ilias going to play it first time. No, he's not. Sanderson, is that a penalty? It is a penalty. Seb with the sub, thank you so much. You will be in the YouTube video because you've subbed just at the right time, my friend. Dion Sanderson with a terrible tackle on Ilias Chair. I thought he got the ball, but apparently not. Pedref, indeed, it is going to be a penalty. And there's only one man to step up to it. It's going to be our current top goal scorer this season in Harvey Hutton. He's not the best at penalties, apparently, even though he's got 89. Look how quick that thing is going. We're going to go top left. Sar's going to go bottom right, and it's going to be 1-0. Get the ball, Hutton. We're not done there. We've still got still got work to do. The job's not done yet. It's 1-1. Things you love to see. Well done, Hutton. It's his second goal in 2 games today. Very happy indeed. Honestly, Hutton in front of goal, anything's possible. The QPR number 10, it's an important shirt at QPR, that number 10 shirt, and he is wearing it with pride today. We're going to move Willock into the central spot, bring on the pace merchant of Lecco, come on and do a job for us, and De Silva's going to make way for the goal scorer in the last game, Mr. Dexter Howe. Basically, it's De Silva. We've got De Silva at home already. Very similar style player, just the stats are not as good. Let's go for it. 1-1. Come on, yours. Neves is just so cool, calm and collected. Ball out wide here. Neto on the ball. Henry, you've got to stand him up. I don't want him to get past you, Henry. As long as he doesn't get past you, I'm okay. Henry, lovely stuff. Just like in the last game, that second half performance from him was huge. We need another one today. Hutton here, going to burst forward after a lovely little touch there from Chris Willock. There's no one in the box for you, Hutton, mate. There is now at the back post, but guess who's also there? The back of the net. Harvey Hutton, bagging a brace, gets his second of the game, and it's absolutely things you love to see. Harvey Hutton, I'm telling you, is clinical as anything. He's only 18, but he plays with maturity. It's things you love to see. The number 10 bags his second goal of the game. I saw the run from Lecco very, very late, but I thought, we're not here to sweat. We're here to score goals, so let's make it happen. Harvey Hutton with a brace, 2-1 QPR. Things you love to see. Well done, boys. So you've got to take time for you too, Kim. Great tackle there from Dicky. Lecco now helps us start a bit of an attack here, I should say. And then I absolutely ruin it with Willock. That ball is lovely. Neto up against Seny Dieng. Seny Dieng quick off his line. Quick as a whippet, boys. Fantastic, fantastic save. After some poor bit of play from me. Gave the ball away. The goal scorer goes off for Alex McAllister. World Cup winning McAllister. Very, very good substitution from them. What an option to have off the bench. Absolutely things you love to see. For them, not for me. Bellerin's going to make way as well. We're going to take off Bellerin for Ethan Laird. Give him a couple of minutes. And Chrissy Willock's going to make way for Sam Field, which will put Dexter Howe to Cam. And we'll drop Field into DM. Bit more of a 2 sort of DM partnership. Dexter Howe, bit of a free role, sort of free roaming role in the middle of the park as well. Hopefully that opens things up for us. Just don't always feel like you've got to say yes to it, Kim, because you'll only cause yourself problems if they then expect it all the time. Other people can cover shifts too, my friend. Vega, look at this run here. Hold on. Dexter Howe, I was saying he doesn't get many. And hold on a second. He's through 1-on-1. Jose Sarr, mate. Cool as you like. Dexter Howe bags his second goal in as many games. I think that's doubled his goal scoring tally for the season. That just came out of nowhere. That absolutely came out of nowhere. I was not ready for Howe to be the person storming through and goal 1-on-1. And there we go. Things you love to see. I have nothing more to say other than what a play from that corner. They must have massively committed going forward. And Howe absolutely gobbling up the chance that he had. Well done, Dexter Howe. I'm not going to skip it because I want to see how many goals he scored this season. I'm fairly sure that's 4 goals this season. So his 2 goals in 2 games doubles his goal tally, which is absolutely phenomenal. It didn't tell me. Brilliant. Well, it's 3-1 with 8 minutes to go. You love to see it, boys. What a turnaround. And how much they are. I think they're 600. What a save, Seny Dieng. Fantastic save. Really good effort there from Fabio Silva. That was, I think, finding its way into the top corner. Fabio Silva now parting away. Going to go off for Kaladzic. Probably said that wrong. But we're also going to take off our striker. Hutton's going to make way for Lyndon Dykes. Fresh legs coming on. And also, we're going to take off Rob Dickey for... No, I'm not. Rob Dickey's going to stay on. I was going to bring on Aussie at centre-back, but it's not the end of the world. They sent Jose Sarr up as well. Seny Dieng's going to man-mark Jose Sarr. You're welcome. Here we go. Corner comes in. Not a great corner. Good clearance there from Phil. We get that one away. We deal with it. Yeah, in-game currency, Seb. You don't buy him. Hold on. Oh, what a save. Seny. Please, Seny Dieng, mate. What an absolute hero. Yet again, a save that's fallen into a spot that maybe isn't the most ideal place for it to go with players ready to pounce. But he's done a bit better this time. And look at this is what I'm saying. The pace merchant that is Jonathan Lecco. It's going to just keep bursting forward. Okay, this time we're going to play the sweat. 4-1, done and dusted. No chance there eventually for Wolves. Second half performance from us has been absolutely phenomenal. To be 1-0 down at the start of the second half and to win it 4-1 just goes to show, like I said, the team that were on the pitch were the team that could win it. Saying that, 2 substitutes have scored, but really good result. Very happy indeed. Thank you so much for the follow, Hellions. Hopefully I'm saying that right. 4-1, boys. That is game, set, and match. Give us that full-time whistle, ref. There it is. 3 more points. Puts us on 27 now. We were, I think, at the time, 6th place was on like 29th, so we may not have necessarily caught up or be there, but we're not falling any further behind them. That's the main thing. Okay, let's see where we're at right now. So we are up to 8. So we have, I think, leapfrogged over Everton. And I think we're above Arsenal now, but they still have a game in hand. So obviously they could go ahead with a win in that game in hand. Our next game is up against Sheffield United. The Blades sat in 14th. Currently on 11 points. We've got over double their points and they're 6 places behind us. That is phenomenal. Crystal Palace, by the way, in 13th. So just for point of interest, we were looking at Iberieze. I want to double check, actually. I have a feeling he'd been signed by someone and they got relegated. I'm going to double check that. He is still at Palace. Okay, so we're going to scout him. He's 21 mil. He's in bad form at the moment. Next season, I'm just saying, next season, we could bring the GOAT back. Imagine. All right, let's get ourselves to the midweek against Sheffield Wednesday. That will probably be the last game of the episode today. So I'll get the team ready. It's probably going to be a bit of rotation. Let's have a little look-see. Actually, you know what? Everyone's fit and ready to go. I think we just jump in with the same 11, boys. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Let's go for it. I kind of want to give Dexter Howe a start because he's scored in both games. You know what? I feel like I should. He's come off the bench and scored twice. Nothing against the Silver at all, but Dexter Howe's been in form, so I'm going to give him the start. It is a 5 at the back, which is never fun to play against the AI, but let's see how we do. Wes Foderingham in goal. Big Wes. Let's see if we can maybe utilise the fact he's not going to be the highest rated. Let's go. Harvey Hutton, 11 goals so far this season. 32 is the competition record. I mean, it must be telling us because he's playing well enough to potentially cause problems to that record. But 11 goals is fantastic. But we're going to round up the episode today back at Loftus Road. We had a little trip to the Midlands in between, but we are back in West London. Hopefully today going to come away with 3 more points. An unbeaten episode would be fantastic. I don't remember off the top of my head if that's happened recently, because as I said, it's been a while since we played this. It's been the start of Feb, but the Fred Tifo out in full effect here at Loftus Road. I can promise you we don't have Tifos, but let's take on Sheffield United. Let's see if we can blunt the blades. Let's go, boys. Hutton. Oh, I tried to turn and play it to Howe there. That would have been a really nice chance, but I need to make sure I don't let Ndiaye go through too much. Or, in fact, Wesley. Wesley is quicker than I thought. Norrington Davies also not slow, but Dickey, well done, my friend. Good tackle there. Hope you're doing good, by the way, Cam. Welcome in. Hutton going to play into Ilias. Ilias going to have to turn. Lovely, lovely stuff. Willock up against Ampadu here. He's going to try and turn him. I've turned into him instead, and I've wasted that. That's a shame. Brewster as well. Rian Brewster running through. Wesley plays it to Norrington Davies, who is on the overlap here. Norrington Davies. Oh, it's going to hit the defender. And Henry can't get there. And for the 3rd game in a row, we go 1-0 down again. Again, we've conceded first every game. And it's always been in the first half. It's absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. It's, again, a decent enough save from Senny. Hits his armpit and Henry doesn't get there. Bobbles into the empty net. 20 minutes in. And it's 1-0 to Sheffield United. I need to stop conceding first, man. Going to get it to Fred. Fred now is going to just try and carry this ball forward as much as possible. Out wide here to Vega. Going to have to turn back and recycle it just a little bit. Lovely run there from Ilias Chair. Finds a space. Ilias tries to get it across. It's going to be a corner this time. We're going to try and whip this one in. I'm not going to do a cheesy ultimate team corner. I will try and win a legitimate header. Play it nice and... I wanted it nice and deep. Didn't go deep at all. Rob Dickey finds the back of the net. Not the goal scorer of recent times, but no one will be surprised maybe a season or so ago to see Rob Dickey smashing him in from the edge of the box. But that there was a goal that caught me a little bit off guard, but it is a fantastic finish. Not well cleared there from Sheffield United. Drops to Dickey at the edge of the box. A 3% chance, apparently, of scoring that. But Rob Dickey finds the back of the net. He finds a way. 1-1, boys. And we're back in it much earlier than the other game. So that's at least something. Ilias Chair. Plays it into Hutton. Hutton Going to play it back down to Ilias. Ilias up against Ampadu here. Nice little bit of footwork to take it past him. Ilias Chair finds the back of the net, and in a matter of minutes, it's gone from 1-0 down to 2-1 up. Ilias Chair, the absolute GOAT of our team in real life at the moment. I think personally the player who will save our season, if anyone can, has found the back of the net for us in the career mode as well. Lovely, lovely stuff. It didn't take us long to right the wrongs that we'd made, but now that we have, it's fantastic. This little stop here, Ampadu just overcommits. Easy enough for Ilias to just waltz past him and finds the back of the net. 2-1, just like that, boys. Let's go. Okay, this is much better now. Again, like, I just feel like there are little moments in career modes where you just don't play very well, and then all of a sudden, if all it takes is for your team just to show up a little bit. Vega here plays it behind. Oh, if Willock could have locked onto that, we maybe could have had a chance there, but it wasn't to be. Howe stumbles into that one. Actually does keep the ball. Chris Willock, we're going to try a driven shot, a power shot. It's just wide of the post. It really was close. That looked a whisker wide there. Decent effort from Chrissy Willock. Was it as close as I thought it was? It was pretty close, boys. That was pretty close. That very nearly found its way back in. Unlucky, Chrissy boy. Let's see this half out. There we go. Nice. Lovely stuff. Real good turnaround. Could have been 3-1, but we'll take the 2-1 lead. Especially, oops, sorry, punch the microphone. Especially being 1-0 down very early on from the Norris and Davis finish. But Rob Dickey finding the back of the net of all people. Really good finish. And then a lovely, lovely bit of play from Ilias Chair to find a nice goal at the end of a bit of a solo run after taking on Ampadu. 30-minute mark roughly was all it took for us to turn it around. And now I think the best play is to rotate just a little bit. I'm going to take off, I think, Chris Willock for Lecco, just because obviously this is a midweek, so there's a good chance we've got a game on the weekend. Don't want to get all of our starting 11 too tired. I'll keep Ferro and Dickey on for now. I think I'll take off Hutton at some point, bring on De Silva maybe for Fred. We'll keep, actually probably bring on Field for Fred, give Fred and De Silva both a bit of a rest. Bring on Ozzy, bring on Laird. You know, we've got options. We'll see how it goes, but try and rest some of the first team if we can. Let's jump into the second half. Let's do a bit more of the same. Lecco up against Ampadu here. Ampadu not having the best day at the office here. He was struggling against the pace of Willock. He is going to struggle a whole lot more with the pace of Jonathan Lecco. We saw in the last game just how effective that pace can be for the fourth goal, and I don't think he's going to enjoy playing against him again now. Oh, I thought I picked you League One, and then I tried to pick Wickham. Awkward. Oh, good effort there. Senny Dieng with a really good save. I think it was Wesley with the effort. It was good effort, but it's a very nice save down to Senny's right there. Does push it out for a corner. I'd like to try and keep a second half clean sheet, if that makes any sense at all. It would be nice to not concede again, because it just takes a little bit of the stress off of things if you guarantee yourself as few goals conceded as possible. It's a lot easier to win games if you're not conceding goals. Ball out wide here. I pulled Bellerin in quite central. Norrington Davies is going to whip it in, but Ferro is going to meet that cross very nicely and helps it away. Hutton now bringing this ball forward. Ilias Chair with a lovely run. Look at that defence splitting pass. You wouldn't know there were 5 defenders as Ilias Chair just walks through the lot of them, finds the top corner, and just like that, 3-1. Thank you. See you later. Very confident now that we can hold on to a 2-goal lead with probably about half an hour left on the clock. Really lovely finish. I thought, you know, I'm used to playing against people on Ultimate Team where they move the keeper across, expecting you to play it across the goal, which is why I played the finesse at the close post. But Ilias Chair is good enough that it doesn't matter that I'm not playing against Ultimate Team. That's a beautiful finish. Fantastic stuff right in that top corner. As I said, Wes Fotheringham, probably not the highest rated keeper in the Premier League, so needed to make sure I made the most of that and gave him some things to think about. And we've done just that with that third goal of the game. Harvey Hutton's going to make way here for Lyndon Dykes. We're going to take off Fred and bring on Field. We're going to bring Ozzy on at centre-back, and Bellerin is going to get a bit of a rest with Laird coming on as well. That will do for now. Lovely stuff, boys. 3-1, subs being made. Let's crack on. Let's see this one out now. Right, Wesley, got to stop the shot. Dickey takes one in the Dickey. Maybe a bit too close to the line there for YouTube, but we're going to say it anyway. Here we go. Ilias Chair, run here from Lecco. Lecco, the pace surely is enough. Look at that ball. It's beautiful. Jonathan Lecco, not the most clinical of players, but 4-1 again, boys. I promise you, I normally struggle a lot more against Legendary. I really do. But today we have found the back of the net. We've conceded early. We've defended poorly for the first 15, 20 minutes of a lot of games. I think it was the 40th minute we went 1-0 down in one of the games. But we have been very clinical in the second halves. We've been really good. And that, for me, is one of the best goals we've scored today. Lecco, I think, has got 68 shooting. Very nice finish. Fotheringham, big Wes getting nowhere near it. Lovely stuff, boys. 4-1 again. Good stop there from Lecco. Lecco into Vega, but it's a good tackle. I think, to be fair, that's probably going to be all she wrote, boys. I don't see anything else happening at either end now. 10 seconds left on the clock. If that, there we go. The whistle is blown full time. Very happy with that result, boys. Very, very happy with that result. It's a big one. Again, 3 points yet again, 4 goals yet again. It's great to see. It's great to see us getting more and more goals. We just need to stop conceding first. If we could get the clean sheet, we'd be absolutely flying. But silly little things like this, all 3 of them down to me pulling a defender out of position. Obviously, hitting Senny in the armpit's a bit unfortunate for it then to bounce in, but it's just silly goals like that will eventually cost us games, cost us points. But it didn't today. 4-1, big result. Okay, another big 3 points there. Sees us into 9th, so we did actually drop a place, but that's because Arsenal had that game in hand, which they did win. But 30 points after 17 games is not too shabby. 5 losses, obviously a little bit unfortunate, but those losses are going to happen when you're coming up against some big teams. And I think personally, we're in a good spot. I don't think it's crazy unrealistic. We've built the team quite nicely. We're doing kind of what Sheffield United did that first season when they got promoted and they absolutely flew. We're doing kind of what Fulham are doing this season. Not quite as impressive, it has to be said, but we're doing pretty good. But yeah, don't forget, obviously, January is just around the corner. We're in December 16th at the moment, or the next game's December 16th. So we've got about half a month until the January transfer window. Some suggestions in the comment section on the YouTube video for some potential centre-backs to look at for next season, potentially. We've only got 12 million to sign at the moment, so we might just stick with Ferro for now and take the 12 million over into next season and go from there. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video. If you have, then please leave a like on the video. It supports me, the video, the channel, and the series out a whole bunch. If you're new, hit the sub button and turn notifications on. And of course, make sure you check out our channel sponsors down below. And use code Hursty. Very much appreciated. Make sure you check out the streams on Twitch. As I said, we're going to stream these every Tuesday. So if you want to see it live, Twitch is the place to be. But that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I've been Tom. You guys are awesome. I'll see you soon in the car. And of course, wash your hands.
What?
Take care.
Nah, his name is Hursty. Slap bald head, yeah, it'll probably hurt me. Bang top bins, it'll probably hurt you. Ginger, streamer, platform, YouTube. Drop a name in the chat or say hello. Entertain, yeah, you already know. Capital H, yeah, I'm a read it slow. Hursty games, yeah, you already know.